Welcome back to DG Tech. Today I'm going to continue my mission of trying to fix some retro joysticks, and in this episode I'm going to try and fix the Cheetah Annihilator and its ugly cousin, the Exterminator.
Not a great joystick that I remember. I think the issues with this one is that we're missing the suction cups on the bottom here, and the top fire here doesn't work. So let's have a look, see what's going on. It has a bit of a rattle. Something's not quite right. Let's take a look. Oh, there's some broken plastic. In fact, that part's come off as well, so that's not good. Very simple fire mechanism there. Just creates a circuit. You press this one against here, or you push that one against there, and that makes a connection between these two yellow wires and operates the fire button. Let's just take these out. Looks like we've got a little wedge that keeps it together, so we remove that, and then they come apart easily. And just put that through. I thought that was broken, but I'm not sure that. I think that's just how it was in factory. The rest of it looks okay. I don't think these go through here. No. They stay like that. Now we've got a fire button. Probably missing a spring, I'd assume. Maybe the spring has come off somewhere. I'll pop that off. Oh, there's the spring. Let's get that out there. Keep that separate. Okay. What do you have here? Just the usual wires. Two yellows there for the fire button, which are connected onto the board here and here. One is grounded by the look of it, and the other one it connects to orange. Well, the same as orange. Interesting. So that must be the fire button out, and the rest obviously for left, right, up and down. We've got two connections here as well. So these looks like they're separate connections for this fire button. Create a circuit between these two, and that is a secondary action. This board incredibly looks like the Atari ones of old. Very similar, except this is soldered directly to the board. But you've got the same buttons of the Atari as well. Now, there wasn't anything wrong, in fact, with these buttons. It does seem that it's been worn here, so it might be a good idea to replace the sticky tape. But we're here to look at the top fire. This is the top fire, and when that was pressed, it would actually press down onto this part. This part does look bent, but maybe it's supposed to be like that. Or it actually could be because of the broken plastic. That actually holds the neck into this part. Okay, so that's supposed to surround that. Without that, it's probably a little bit loose. Let's put that back. Let's put this together and just see if this is a bit wobbly or anything. So it still has stability. Maybe it's a little bit looser than it should be. We can see one piece is broken off of here and the other broken off in here. So they join together there to support the stem inside. It's not going to be as strong, and it might be a little bit loose. So we could do with gluing these back on, but I just the age of this joystick in the plastic, it's not likely to be very strong, but we might give it a go. Let's put that to one side. So what do we do about the fire? Well, first let's just put it back into its housing here. So it was this piece at the bottom, and then in this piece to go around that way at the top. Yeah, like that. And then this piece would go in like a little bit of Tetris. Okay, that's it. So let's connect up the multimeter and let's test this button. Simply just connect our connectors here, this side as well. So they're connected. That should work. Let's put the button in. I think this piece is slightly bent. This piece of metal here. So what we'll do, I'm just going to bend that back. Put this housing together. We can test from this PCB anyway. It's a bit painful to get these in. Let's see if we can get the trigger in. The trigger looks like it needs a good clean. Do that in a minute. There you go. The trigger will hopefully sit there better like that. Fortunately at the angle, this one will probably fall off easily. But if we're lucky, we might be able to get them on. It's very awkward to get it all together like that. I guess we get the one end in, and then we can probably get these in a little bit easier. There we go. Connect these to the yellows on this board. Just like that. It's resolved. Also noticed there's actually some damage on the base here. Looks like it's also broke here, and it made it a little bit loose. This is probably a bit past economical repair. It's probably not worth investing this much time, I guess, for the purpose of the video. Let's see if we can glue those bits of plastic back on. I'm just using some super glue by Gorilla. That's got it. So I set them aside to let them dry. We got these 3 bits of rubber that come out. In fact, the 4 pieces of rubber. So these are just the remnants of where the suckers should be. In fact, I do have some spare suckers that I can use here, and I have 4 that look the same here. So let's put them on before we part all this together. Well, it doesn't like coming off of there. There we go. The way these go on, I think you just have to physically force them through. Grab the end of this plastic, pop that through. Maybe some help from this side, and there she is. We've glued the pieces, so hopefully now we should be able to put all this back together. Now it doesn't want to sit in, and we probably, because I've got the rubber bits now, are quite long, probably a bit longer than these ones were. Again, I'm going to have to put the button back in. Being annoying. Very irritating. Have we got it? Barely. It seems to be operating absolutely fine. This button seems okay as well. Okay. Put this piece on. Okay, now should be just a case of getting the buttons back in. That's the top one. Trigger goes around that way. Oh. This is a nightmare. Once we've got that one in, then we just have the top. Yeah, we've got it. It seems fine to me. We'll have to give it a test though. After fixing it, see I've now got the suction cups on the bottom. So let's give this a go. Yep, that's the one that wasn't working before. So next up we've got the Exterminator. Now you might have noticed something a bit similar about this one. Apart from a different colour and obviously a different name, it's pretty much built on the same design as a Cheetah Annihilator. Firing up's a little bit dodgy, so we need to look at that. You can see it's very similar to the Cheetah Annihilator. Just got the Exterminator written on there on the base there. Pretty much the same, and again it's missing the suction cups. Let's take it apart and have a look. Dirt and gunk on the bottom of these. So from testing this previously, I have an issue with the top fire button and also up on the joystick. So certainly need to look at the base here and the joystick, so it's worth taking it fully apart here. A little wedge here, just like the other, like the Cheetah Annihilator, and these two pieces of metal. So here we are. So we had an issue with that. The sellotape's pretty loose here. It looks like you can see maybe some sort of rust perhaps under here. Looks like maybe just where the sellotape's been coming up away from the board. So clearly I think I'll have to clean all of these contacts here again. Go ahead and start cutting the contacts off. Do this very lightly so I don't cut the tracks. Just skim across the tracks, just enough to score the plastic, the sellotape here, so we can remove it. Shouldn't really use my finger now to do this. Right, I'll just take them all off for now. All 5 taken off the board. So now just give them a clean. So just using cotton bud and some isopropyl alcohol should do the trick. Okay, that's that cleaned off. So let's just give these contacts a clean as well. Remove them from the sellotape. I'm going to try and reshape them a little bit. Bend the corners a little bit. I might have overbent that one a little bit. Seems actually like it's cracked. Yeah, it's actually broken and cracked. It's almost flat, that one. I haven't even tried bending this one. There's a bit of a crack in it already. This one doesn't push back. I wonder if this one's cracked. Yeah, again it's cracked. That one's cracked. That one's cracked. That one's cracked. And that's the only one here that's not cracked. Found a spares board. This has actually come from an Atari joystick, and I believe it uses the same kind of buttons, and they're very much different design. As you can see here, these are more sort of circular with a little divot on the edge. So I'm going to go ahead, clean these up, and then I'm going to start putting them on the board there. Putting the final one on there. I've done the other 4, as you can see. I'll just show you this last one. And that's there we go. I'm just going to clean the edges. Check these buttons out. They seem to be working fine. Now we're just going to go and put it back together. Give it a little test. Give it a test with the multimeter. Take it apart and take another look. So I'm going to test to see if we got connectivity on the trigger here. I'll put that back in, and we just need to touch these 2 plates together and see if we get a connection. So if we use the original trigger and try that. I think it's touching, but somewhere maybe it's worn on the plate. Yeah, if I force it down there a bit, it works. from here, not, even though I can see it touching. I think the contact might be bad, so I'm going to try and scratch the surface off this contact here, just to make sure that there is no dirt and debris here. Okay, let's give that another try. That seems to be working fine now. Give it a little clean with the isopropyl. Sanding. Okay, so the only thing this joystick's missing is that it doesn't have any other rubber feet, or what we call suction cups, at the bottom here. So let's give that a good test.
Are you ready? Let's go. Let's go.